Peace, love, light, and healing. Y'all climb on in the building. Y'all see we got some very interesting things we're gonna be discussing and talking about today. Y'all see I'm going over the truth behind food addiction. You know, a lot of people been wanting me to, tackle this subject lately. So that's why I've been talking about food a lot lately. But we finna dive deep. Why are you addicted to your foods and how to kick the addiction or how to kick the curve of this addiction that's basically consuming your life. The reason why you have diabetes mellitus, the reason why you have a hyperglycemia, the reason why you have liver disease, the reason why you have vaginal infections, yeast infections, candida. I mean, truly, we're finna dive deep and show you how the food industries are connected directly to the pharmaceutical companies, and they are pushing this agenda to make you fat. They is pushing this agenda of obesity. They are pushing this agenda to get you on their sugars, to get you on their salts, to get you on their lipids, or what we call fats. They got names for this stuff. They're literally, it's scientists that's connected. The food industry are literally hiring scientists to chemically make and formulate your food to keep you addicted. And we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get deep in it today. So y'all climb on in the building. Peace, shalom, shalom. Peace, love, light, and healing for everybody that's climbing in. And look, let's talk about it. If y'all can hear me well and if y'all can see me well, type in some nines. If y'all can hear me well and if y'all can see me well, type in some nines. Let's see what we got. If y'all can hear me and see me, type in some nines. We all going to be taking live calls probably towards the last 30 minutes of this segment. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. Y'all climb in. I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get in. We talking about the truth behind food addiction. What is food addiction? How does the brain look when you look at a brain that's on foods like this, or that have become a addictive to the foods, versus somebody that's addicted to opium, somebody that's addicted to drugs, heroin, cocaine, DMT, crack cocaine, any of these disease that we're talking about. If you truly just look at the brain, it's a doctor or a journalist. His name is Michael Musk. If you look at him, and he's very cool with scientists, they have literally traveled the world and just studied the brains of obese people, study the brains of black communities that's just been on sugar all their lives, that's been on candy and junk foods and preservatives and additives. They studied their brains and literally got pictures of their MRIs and of their brain imaging, and then they compared it to heroin and crack addict's brain, and it's the same. You can't even tell the difference between a crack addict and somebody that's addicted to junk foods, or somebody that's addicted to bleached white flour, somebody that's addicted to processed sugar, somebody that's addicted to high salt diets. The dopamines in the brain fire off the same. The hypothalamus gland looks exactly the same. So this means sugar. This mean fats, this mean all these cholesterol building foods, and this mean all these high salt diets or controlled substance. These things are drugs and they are neurotoxins, and it is killing us. It's killing us. We are quick to down the crackhead, and we are quick to down the heroin addict. We're even quick to down ones that are smoking cigarettes, or those who are smoking marijuana and smoking these plants, or somebody that's taking shrooms. But we yet to judge ourselves on how we're eating, and we're eating drugs that are causing worse problems than the cigarettes, eating food that is causing worse problems than the crack cocaine, eating foods that is so-called food. I'm gonna call this so-called food because it's not food, because they're literally taking all of the phytonutrients and the biophotons out of it. In the moment that you take the nutrients out of the food begins to die. So the whole question is, how does it still look like it's living? Well, they're putting all types of preservatives and additives on it, and then they putting it on the shelves, and this stuff be on shelves for months, y'all. Months. And they're literally going in and changing the expiration date on this stuff. Well, guess what? It is a high preservative, salt. Guess what else? Sugar, bleach white flour. Why do you think they bleach it? Because they know that they have to have a long shelf life for they can make a bang for their buck. So they're literally giving you food that's not food at all. And the only thing you getting out of it is the sugar, is the salt, is the preservatives, is the fat. It's all of these things, the dextrose, the dextrose, the maltose. You're not even getting the simple sugars that you need from these foods. So these foods are literally harming your body, just like alcohol, just like cigarettes, just like crack cocaine, just like all this stuff. Where you think the word dope come from? The word dope come from the word dopamine. That's why when we see something, we call it dope. And we say we like it, we addicted to it. Man, she dope. Man, that music was dope. Let me listen to it again. That is nothing but a small word or a root word to the word dopamine. Dopamine is produced by the brain, just like epinephrine, norepinephrine. These are called melanin transmitters. These are different type of chemical factories that that fires off in your brain, fires off in your hypothalamus gland, that helps you control your emotions, all controlled by melatonin and serotonin. So dopamine, so high dopamine things, or that gives you a high dopamine response, or what we're gonna call they basically call it the happy drug, or the treating drug, something where you feel like you're finna get paid to treat. You notice if you look at it through an MRI, the brain just start firing off neutrons and it shows up very red. That's the dopamine high. But what you see if you start studying, the more you get on these foods, the dopamine effect don't start happening no more. It actually starts to sterilize all of the chemical factories in your brain and dehydrate your brain. So foods that are high in processed sugars and foods that are high in salts, these iodized salts, or what we're going to call isolates, foods that are high in fats, these act on the body just like alcohol. These act and corrode the cells of the body just like acids. These act and corrode the cells of the body and dehydrate the cells of the body just like dope, just like crack cocaine, just like heroin, just like acid, LSD, just like DMT, all these different drugs. And what we have to understand is all of these things come from plants. What's happening is they're taking the phytonutrients out and then they adding things into it and giving you the plant. You see that? Cocaine comes from where? A plant. Heroin comes from where? A poppy plant. Sugar comes from where? A sugarcane plant. All these things come from plants. So if it comes from a plant, then why is it not good for us? That's because they're isolating the chemistry because plants die. The moment that you pluck a plant from the ground, it starts to lose its life expectancy. It starts dying because it's no longer connected to its etheric root until and it goes through a process called iontrophosis, where it literally gets the minerals and get all the hydration from the soil of the earth. So the moment you disconnect it from its sources, it begins to die. So what they do is they dry it out. They dehydrate the hell out of it. You know, because in order to even make it last long, you have to dehydrate it. So guess what they do? They suck all the water out of it, and guess what is left with? All these isolants, all these salts, high salts. Then they add more salt to it. All these sugars. Then they add extra sugar to it. Then they bleach it. Then what they do is they put it in these incubators and they mix it with the bones and the bone marrow of pigs and of cattle and of cows and of all other types of things. Sometimes they put rat poison in it. I mean, once we get into what we finna get into, it's gonna blow your mind, and you wonder why when you hungry, you get hangry, or you get pissed off, you get mad, you become rage, because you are literally having withdrawal symptoms because you need a food, you need this certain things. Or when a woman gets sad, she immediately runs to sugars and chocolates and ice creams because she's chasing that dopamine effect. She's chasing dope. Literally, she's chasing the dope. And you see what happens to it. These scientists, man, look, they're the food industry behind Shop and Save, behind all Whole Foods, all these different food industries and grocery stores in the company, the makers of these foods, these cereal brands. Literally, their employees is a streamline of scientists. It's not even regular people working. Now, it's probably regular people working in the shipping department and through the website. But who's making and producing the food? That shit being made in a straight laboratory. We got the documents. I'm gonna show y'all some documents today. So if y'all ready to get this started, type in some nines, and we're gonna go and dive straight deep into this, because this is this is crucial. And I'm gonna show y'all how to kick the addiction. So through certain chemicals inside of your brain that they're silencing, if we can get these chemicals being produced again by your melanin neurotransmitters and by your glandular highway, and if we can get them to produce more than these additives and preservatives that they've been giving you to die down these certain chemical factors, then people can quit cold turkey, or people can wean themselves off these things. People don't have to get heart disease, cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure, diabetes. People don't have to be cancerous from all the acidic residue that these things leave behind. You see what I'm saying? So it's certain ways that you can kick this addiction. It's just they're not teaching it to you, because the moment they teach that to you, then you're not going to be a consumer and you're not going to be buying their foods anymore. The whole thing is to get you addicted. That's the whole thing. Whole thing. All right. All right, we ready? Okay, I see some nines. So I want to start this off like this. All right. If I was a food company, let's start it off like this. If I was a food company and I wanted to make millions and millions, matter of fact, we're going to go billions because that's how much they make. I wanted to make billions of dollars off of the people buying my food. But if the food was holistic and I give it to them, they become full faster. So they're not going to be hungry as often. Or if I give it to them, it's going to be very nutritive to the body. So they might not even need to eat another meal for the day. All right. Or if I give it to them, it tastes so flavorful and so good that they're going to always depend on the natural occurring substance. What is the first thing I'm going to do? The first thing I'm going to do, because I need to make $1 billion. I need to make $1 billion. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way that when they eat this food, it feels like they are never getting full, never getting full. That way they can keep eating, they can keep eating, they can keep digging their hand in that bag of chips until it's all gone. And then when it's all gone, you want more. So you go get another bag of chips. Or when the candy bar are gone, you want more. So you go buy another candy bar. When the alcohol is all gone, you go buy another fifth or another pint. Or when all this food is gone, you want to keep eating. They actually have a word called caloric density, y'all. We're going to look this stuff up. Vanishing caloric or calorie density. And it's basically where they give you a crunching effect, where the scientists then came up with a way where if you chew on a chip, and this is just one, let's not even get into the chickens. We just going to talk about chips, where you can chew on a chip and the chip will instantly melt in your mouth by a way of reaction to your salivary glands and your salivary solvent that's inside of your mouth. And it literally depletes all of the calories and everything. And the only thing you left over with is with the taste. But when you swallow it, it's damn near in a liquid form and it's not even whole no more. So it tricks your brain, and your brain literally looks through this melanin transmitter and say, dang, that tastes so good, but I didn't get full off of it, or I didn't feel nothing going down my esophagus to my stomach, so I need to eat more. So you keep eating and keep eating and keep eating. Now, remember, this is a person that want to make $1 billion off his food. So he's going to need you to keep buying and buying and buying his food. So the first thing they did was they took out all the nutritive factors of the food, because nutrients is what fulfills the body. Remember, the body doesn't need the food. The body needs the fuel that the food brings in the body. You shit out, my bad, you defecate the macro, and that's where you get poop from. The micro or the phytonutrients is what you need. That's what you need. These things most of them are only seen under a magnifying glass, under a microscope. You can't even see this with the naked eye. Showing you what your body needs to thrive off of is not the macro. The macro be in the toilet. The micro is what your body needs, because through the blood capillaries, it is fed to the bloodstream and then it's distributed to 150 trillion cells inside of your body. What they have done was they have taken all the macro phytobiophoton nutrients out of the food, for you won't feel fulfilled, for you won't feel full, and for your body will not rebuild off of it. And then they replaced it with these sweeteners, with these artificial sweeteners, with bleach white sugar, with processed sugar and bleach white flour, the bones of gelatin that comes from porks and pigs, they bone marrow. All types of stuff, and goat's nuts. That's where you get your dyes colors from, or your candy cane and all of that. It literally comes from the guts, the nuts of a goat. They semen. So you eating this stuff and it tastes damn good, right? And the reason why I'm saying it tastes damn good, because this will damn you. It's condemned. It's very condemnable. It will condemn you. It will damn your body because there's no phytonutrients in it. Now, once they take it out, this automatically becomes a drug because now it's isolated chemistry inside of it, right? Already become a drug. Not only does it become a drug, but the sweeteners in it taste so good and so stimulating to your body, right? And it's producing chemicals that it produces something called dopamine. Now, this dopamine is a natural chemical substance that gives you something like oxytocin. It makes you bind to the food and it gives you a chemical high. So you're eating this stuff and you're not even tripping off the fact that you're not full because you high as hell off the dopamine that the food that don't have any phytonutrients in it is giving you. So now you constantly eating it and you constantly eating it, but you're never ever full. Now, these things are full with 3 ratios. It's full with processed sugar, which is a neurotoxin. It's full with isolated salt, which is a neurotoxin and a major dehydrator. And then it's full with a lipid fat, which is mucus forming as hell because it breaks down into pus forming foods. And all of these are acidic, by the way. But you're so high off the dopamine from the sweets because it didn't grab your melanated taste buds that you're constantly eating this death. So that's the first place they get you. Take the nutrients out, for they will never feel fulfilled, but make it taste sweet enough for they to keep coming back and back for more. Now, the second part is they notice that it started getting our people high. And they notice that high, because remember, melanin is an absorption factor. That's the thing about melanin. That's why you see more black people on heroin and crack cocaine than any other nation. Now, I know that they dropped it off into our neighborhoods, but now it's distributed worldwide. But you see, it's always the black people that's so-called black people that's more addicted to it. And that's because of the nature of our melanin. It's an absorption factor. It absorbs things and it like to study things. And the more it study and the more it have addictive behavior, and it want more and more to constantly keep on studying. So due to your melanin, you already have an addictive personality because you're a melanated person. And these people know this. Remember, they have hundreds of scientists making their food, tasting the crunch taste. They even got it down to where the melanin receptors inside of your mouth crunches. They know that certain things cannot have a crunch to it. You know what I'm saying? Or they know we like fried food, and the reason why we like fried food because when you bite into that chicken, even though that you want the meat tender, you want the skin that was put in that bleach white flour to have a crunch to it, and you assimilate that with chips. But this all goes back to slavery and post-traumatic slavery syndrome. This is a traumatic experience that you had, and that's why people that's nervous bite on their fingernails because it's crunchy. They are literally playing on your melanin being abused and used from your ancestors over 400 years ago and applying this same simplistic analogy to you, and you're buying into it. But instead of weaponizing slave masters, now they're weaponizing your food, and it's still the same addiction. Just how if master got sick, you said, "We sick, master." If master house burnt down, you said, "Master, our house burnt down." You see that? If master got his white woman pregnant, you said, "Master, we finna have a baby." It's the same way with the food. Same way. Even though you know that food is bad for you, even though you know that food is oppressing you, even though you know that food is depressing to you, you can't kick the food and you can't get rid of it because the dopamine effect, the illusion, and how it tastes so good. Just like the house Negro, he thought he was living better than the Negro in the field when he's not. The same illusion, the same analogy, and they using the same chemicals to keep you oppressed. Now the slavery just went from a slave master. Now you enslaved by your belly. Now you enslaved by video games. Now you enslaved by technology, electronics. Now you enslaved by lust, by things like that. But nothing have changed. The nature and the science behind the plot and this diabolical scheme against the so-called Negro race is still in effect, in full effect. What they do, they just change the blinders. They change the view and the perception. And you're so doped up off the food that you do not see behind the smoke and mirrors, and you can't see through this creative construct that I'm going to call a holographic matrix universe. See, what I did once I kicked my addiction, I can look behind the veil and look behind the curtains and see what's really going on. So that is what's going on with the food. First thing they do is they take the nutrients up out of it, because anything that got nutrients in it still have life in it. Well, if life is unplugged from its source, it dies. They know that. Well, this stuff got to sit on shelves for months before the Negro go buy it. So they have to take all the oxygen and the nutrients out of it. And then when they do that, they literally are vacuuming all of the phytonutrients and oxygen out of it. And anytime you suck anything out of the life of it, it becomes back to the ashes that was created from. This is called isolated chemistry, because now you have all this chemistry just sitting around and you don't have no nutrient factor or no blood, no magnesium, no chlorophyll or nothing to take these constituents and bring it to all the other cellulose or parts of the cells that's inside the plant. So now you just got a lot of minerals just sitting in one spot. Now they cook the minerals and they isolate the minerals. Then they add things to it to make it last even longer. So you literally biting into a candy bar, or eating some chips, or eating a piece of chicken, and you thinking it's tasting mighty good and that it's good for the soul. But when it tastes good, it's just an illusion that they're tricking your melanin taste buds that make you think that there's meat when it's not meat. It's GMO. Make you think that that crispiest crunch is good for you, because you literally need a therapist because your ancestors been in slavery for damn near 1,000 years, and that chewing effect calms you down because it releases oxytocin and dopamines in you, and it gives you that calm state, because intellectually and deep within your so-called subconscious mind, you are lost and you don't know what the hell is truly going on in life, because you have been beaten and robbed and spoiled as a people for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. So that chewing effect is calming to you. That's why when you chew, you say, You see that? It relaxes you. That's why when you done eating, you want to go to sleep. We call it nigga-itis. You get lazy because the food have calmed you down through the chewing effect. Because this is, look, therapists do this all the time. Psychiatrists do this all the time. That's why when they talk to you mellow. That's why they always offer you a piece of candy or chewing gum when they want you to tell them all their business. This is all food psychology, and they are the masters of this stuff, and y'all are falling victim to it. So you're eating food that's not even food. Not only is this food is not food, it's full of drugs, and it is worse than the actual drugs that are classified as drugs. In Mexico, in South Mexico, sugar is banned. It's banned. In Singapore, sugar is banned. That is a drug. It's a neurotoxin. Sugar done killed more people than cocaine. Sugar done killed more people than bullets done killed people. Do y'all realize what sugar does to the body? And I'm not talking about simple sugars, simple monosaccharides. I'm not talking about that. I'm not even talking about disaccharides. I'm talking about when you start getting up into them complex sugars, because they done cook sugar with sugar, they done refined sugar, they done processed it, done did everything to it to make it as sweet as possible, because they know that your melanin loves sweet, because they know psychologically you have been made to equate sugar with love. The more sugar, the more love. The more love, the more your anxiety goes away. But the moment you lose that sugar and you lack that sugar, anxiety builds up. The more you crave, the more you get hangry, the more you get hungry, the more it pisses off your whole mood, because you are chemically imbalanced by the food. First, you was chemically imbalanced by what your ancestors went through, and they passed down all these genetics to us. Now, not only that, the things that we're experienced in modern day, plus jobs and, running from the white man, and look, slavery haven't changed. Brothers being locked up, Lil BB, Juju, and them just got killed. We seeing our brothers getting murdered in the streets by the police. We have been so desensitized, even though our conscious mind have been desensitized. You don't think that have an effect and play on our so-called subconscious mind? It does. So you're always looking for an outlet, or you always looking for a way to get away. That's why you like drinking. That's why you like smoking. That's why you like cigarettes. That's why you love sex, because all of these are routes to get away from who you truly are, because you associate your blackness with poverty, death, and just all types of depressing things, because that's all we see as a people. So one of the major outlets that this man done figured out, the government done figured out, is we can give them a food and they can have their outlet through the food. We're going to make it sweet. We're going to make it salty. We're going to make it fat. We're going to make them hungry. When they eat it, they're going to feel like they need more and more and more. Not knowing that this is isolated chemistry, not knowing that salt dehydrate the body. See that salt is it's a dehydrator. Now, why you think it's a preservative? It dehydrates all the phytonutrients out of the body. Sugar is a neurotoxin. We're going to show some brain scans, and fats, lipid-based. When that fat breaks down, it breaks down into pus and acids. These things are killing us. But since they got that texture just right, man, the texture of the Twizzler just tastes so good on my tongue. I get a melanin response. I got to have more of it. It goes down just right. It's smooth when it go down and hit the belly just right. See that salt, that protein, and that sugar, and that lipid, that fat, that ratio, they've been working on this shit for 50 years, and they finally got it just right. So when you bite into it, them dopamines and that neuroepinephrine and the epinephrine start firing off in that brain, and you're literally having orgasmic sex with your food. With your food. And you want more and more and more. More and more and more. And remember in the last segment, that's the reason why before you want to go get them draws off a woman, what you do, you take her on a date. Notice this date always have food and some type of liquid involved, because this is a pre-sexual thing, because food is associated with sex. See, they done figured this out, but you haven't figured it out. And you wonder why you can't kick your addiction, because you haven't even realized that you're addicted. If y'all get what I'm saying so far, type in some nines. If y'all get what I'm saying so far, type in some nines. Yeah, we truly got to start studying, y'all. I mean, just start studying you. I'm not even saying you got to study anybody else. Start studying yourself. Look at what you doing, how you eating, why you eat the things that you eat. Start studying your process. When you get up in the morning, what's the first thing on your mind? Is the first thing on your mind breakfast? You lost in the sauce. You addicted. You're chasing dopamine. You're a dope head at this point. Remember, dope just come from dopamine. This is a chemical reaction that is stimulated by the hypothalamus gland, or what you'll call the hippocampus inside of the brain. It look like horns. All right, now check this out. I want to start just pulling some pictures up for y'all. Check this stuff out, y'all. This stuff is deep. First, I want to talk about this. Look at this stuff, man. This is the stuff that is killing us. Look at this. None of this is real food. None of this. Not the hamburgers, not the hot dogs, not the pizza, not the onion rings. Do you realize it probably took them a whole month in production just to make this? This is before they even put it on the trucks, y'all. We ain't even talking about packaging and taking it to the warehouse, and then they truck come pick it up and take it to the distribution space places like Snooks, like Whole Foods and Shop and Save and all these other different distributing places. So in order for this stuff to actually even be here for a long time and still look like it's good, they have to put chemicals in it. It cannot be the real stuff, because if it's real, it dies. Everything that have life in it have an expected date of expiration. Why these things don't have an expected date of expiration? Why can you get a McDonald's burger and you can leave it out for 20 damn years and it still look the exact same from 20 years ago? That's because it's not real living food. It's isolated chemicals and it's isolated chemistry with isolates in it. And that's why it is robbing your body of all its nutritive factors. And that is the reason why you're sick with disease and you have mineral deficiency and all types of other disease and ailments aching and just eating and chewing away at your physiology, because what you call food is not food at all. Food have life. This don't have life in it whatsoever. Whatsoever. Now, I want to show y'all how this stuff looks in the brain. All right. Now, this is a perfectly fine melanin neurotransmitter functioning brain. You see all that red? All that red is the chemical factories working by way of the glandular highway. This is how you perceive your reality. All this red right here. Notice when you start studying MRIs, you look for the red. The red represents brain activity, right? Now, we're going to see when you first started getting addicted to to these chemical induced witchcraft foods. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on, because it's witchcraft, because it's not real foods, but it's made for you to believe that it's real foods. You first start getting this dopamine effect. Then we're going to notice that as the years pass, this dopamine, melatonin, serotonin reactions start fading away, because the food literally starts dehydrating and shrinking your brain. And you wonder why you have glitters, or you got gaps and you can't remember a damn thing, or you develop Alzheimer's disease or Parkinson's disease and all these different neuropathy, nervous system diseases. It's because of this very factor right here. These foods are robbing you of your phytonutrients, of your biophotons, of your flavonoids, of your curcumin, of your tannins, of everything that you need to sustain this vehicle and vessel that we call the human body. Now look, when you start looking at this is just one MRI image. Look at all of the melatonin and serotonin and melanated 12 cranium clusters just popping off in the brain, right? This is just one. Now I want to show you the effect when you start eating these foods and what it does to you years on and years on as you continue to eat these things. Your brain become twice less its size that it was. Just like alcohol shrinks the brain, well, salt shrinks the brain. Guess what's inside the alcohol? Processed sugar and salt and lipids. Guess what's inside your cigarettes? Sugar, alpha bomb, nicotine, and salts. You see that? Guess what's inside your all of your junk foods and your snacks and all these foods that's not really food? Sugar, salts, and lipids. They done figured out what the Negro is attracted to. A Negro like his seasoning, which I'm gonna call salts. He love his sweets, which I'm gonna call sugar, and he love the fat end of something, which I'm gonna call your meats or your protein or your lipid base. Why are you putting meat, lipid base inside of candy? It's candy. It's not even supposed to have meat in it, but they will put meat in it, y'all. It's something called a title law, which means this title law was actually produced in 1957, where they ain't got to tell you what the hell they really putting inside their food. Long as they have a broad brass meaning of organic, they can throw organic on it and don't have to be organic. Organic means originally grown by Yahweh. They can put organic on their stuff that wasn't grown by Yahweh at all. They can call something organic, meaning it was organic. Organic just means original. It was originally grown on their farm, and they can stick an organic sticker on there. So organic don't even mean organic. Even the label laws, it's called the label law. It is full of witchcraft and sorcery. You think you going to Whole Foods and you think you living your best life when you eating worse food than at McDonald's. These are facts. Wait till you see the many documentaries that I got going out about this stuff, y'all. It will blow your mind. And now everybody wonder why I'm pushing a raw diet. Raw. Because this stuff that we cooking, it already don't have phytonutrients in it, family. It's already full of drugs and additives and preservatives that's going to have you hooked on it. Then you cooking, which is going to cook if it did have an inkling of a phytonutrients off, the moment that you put a fire to it, that's gone. See that? And you just have a whole sick people. Do you realize that, look, the average American eat 33 pounds of sugar a year. 33 pounds. The average American not only eat 33 pounds, I'm talking about an individual, 33 pounds of sugar a year. That is crazy. Huh? That's crazy. Look, average American eats 54 pounds of cheese a year. 54 pounds. Cheese is the fats. You see that? Sugar is the sugar. The average American, this gonna blow your mind. Check my stats, check my facts and see if I'm lying. 43 pounds of salt. Isolated chemistry salt a year. And you wonder why diabetes is the highest. High blood pressure is the highest. Neuropathy and nerve damage diseases is the highest amongst the people. This is 33 pounds? 33 pounds. That's deep. That is deep. Do your average weight, my people, and then put 33 pounds of that weight as sugar, 43 pounds of that weight as salt, and 54 pounds of that weight as cheese or dairy products. That is damn near half of your body weight that you're spending on food that's not even real food. That is deep. That's deep. Let's keep this going. Let's keep this going. Now, let me show y'all some things. So we're going to show y'all what sugar actually start doing when it comes to the brain. Because all of this is going through brain chemicals, brain sensations, stimulations, and perceptions and things like that. This sugar is killing you. This sugar is shrinking your brain. This sugar is putting holes in your brain, just like when you fire up marijuana and smoke marijuana. Now, marijuana as a tea does not kill brain cells at all, but the moment you put a flame to it, it does. Marijuana as a tea, consuming it without fire is very, very health-wise is beneficial to you. But the moment you put a flame to it, it becomes a chemical. All right? Now, let's show y'all what this stuff do to you. Let's show y'all. Now, check this out. This is showing you, let me see if I can move this out the way, these comments real quick for y'all can see that. This is showing you a brain that's on sugar and a brain that's on cocaine. Y'all see that? A brain that's on sugar and a brain that's on cocaine. There is technically not really a difference. Now, notice that both of them are missing that red factor that I've been talking about. And that red factor is the brain reaction, the dopamine, the epinephrine, the neuroepinephrine, all of these different dendrites is just firing off like shooting stars that's in the cosmos. That's how it's supposed to be in your brain. But what sugar does, sugar stimulates, it's a stimulant. In the beginning, it's all good. It's kind of like a pretending Negro, a pretending woman. In the beginning, is all good, but with time, you really gonna get to know what they about. That's what sugar does to you. In the beginning, it gives you this effect. See that? In the beginning, it looks like this, that red, all of that heat, that friction is firing off because there's so much activity going on within inside of the brain cells, right? But you keep on that sugar, it starts looking like this. It starts depleting. Notice there is no more activity really going on. And notice all these dehydrating spots because the brain is starting to become dehydrated from all of the water that the sugar is basically dehydrating out of the brain. The brain is made of 97% water. The body is made of 87% water. Sugar and salt dehydrates the body of water. Lipids break down into mucus and suffocates the cell. So it smothers the water out. So all of these are a dehydrating factor. Notice there is no more brain activity going on with sugar. Now look at cocaine. Same thing. Now the cocaine is a little worse if you're looking at it. A little worse, you see, if you look on the sugar side, you can still see a little bit of that green area. You see that? A little bit of that green area. But when you get to the cocaine, sugar cane, cocaine, there's no difference. But when you get to that cocaine, even the green area is starting to wear away. This is what these so-called foods, these witchcraft foods are doing to your brain. And you wonder why you got brain lag. You wonder why you forget stuff. You wonder why you be looking for your damn phone and you be on the phone. You be on the phone asking the person you talking to on the phone, where's your phone? Damn, I lost my phone. Hey, you seen? Dang, hold on. I got to call you back. I just lost my phone. They on the other hand like, what the hell? You own the phone. You own the phone. You see how that go? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let me show y'all some things. Now, remember when we was talking about vanishing caloric density, which is this thing that they done made up. Let's read up on vanishing caloric density. Let me pull this in real fast. Let me pull this in real quick, family. Hold on. Let me pull this in on the screen. Y'all let me know if y'all can see this too. Can y'all see this? My mom did this for real. No, a lot of people have, Queen. I'm not making this up. That wasn't a joke. That was serious. If y'all can read this, let me know. And then we can start reading through a few of these things. Type in some nines if y'all can read this. See that? Only when you smoke weed because it gives it that brain effect. Yeah, y'all gotta get off the sugar. Y'all can't read this? All right, okay, I see a lot of people. So I just want to show y'all, this is your brain on junk food. Dynamic contrast. Look, it's getting to a whole lot of different things, right? Dynamic contrast refers to a combination of different sensations in the same food. You see that? Different sensations in the same food. And then it talks about the salivary response. Look, the salivation is a part of the experience of eating food. Look, y'all think I'm lying. Start reading this stuff. But what I want to get to, because a lot of this I'm bringing forth to my seminar that I got in Las Vegas. When I say we finna go in on information never heard before, I'm finna go all the way in. Straight up, no filter whatsoever. I'm finna go all the way in. But I do want to show y'all a little bit of this stuff. When you get down to what I was talking about, notice what it's called rapid food meltdown. These are scientific terms, y'all. Rapid food meltdown and vanishing caloric density. I ain't make this up, family. Look at this. Rapid food meltdown and vanishing caloric density. Foods that rapidly vanish or melt in your mouth. Signal to your brain that you're not eating as much as you actually are. These people are straight witchcraft. These are warlocks here. So you eating a whole bag of chips and you still hungry, or you wondering why your children are eating all day and they eat you out of house and a home and they still hungry because you're not feeding your children real food, or why you hungry all the time. And we want to blame it on the parasites all the time. No, it ain't the parasites. You ain't eating real food. Now, on top of that, you got parasites that's eating the food that you are eating. That just make you twice as hungry or make you twice as malnourished and malnutrition. But y'all see this? So it says food that rapidly vanish or melt in your mouth signal to your brain that you are not eating as much as you actually are. Look, in other words, these foods literally tell your brain that you are not full, even though you are eating a lot of calories. I'm not making this up. And you wonder why you can't get off the weight. You wonder why your thyroid glands is down and your metabolic process is not working right, or you can't gain weight. And then if you do gain weight, you can't get off the weight. That's because they are making these witchcraft foods to mess with your psychological functioning and processing of your brain. I have a whole seminar talking about how food make you gay. Literally, they done weaponize the food to make you gay because it changes the way you perceive reality. What you think soy do? What do you think soy do? What do you think all this estrogen and Easter prohibitors and spikes and stimulus do to you? How it got you growing breasts, shrinking your penis an inch a year. The black man penis is getting shrunk an inch a year, y'all, from these type of foods. You wake up with a small penis and wonder why. It ain't your genetic makeup. They are in these laboratories messing with your reproductive organs. 33 million black women get fibroids each year. They are messing with your reproductive organs, black queen. This is not by mere coincidence. This is food weaponization. They're weaponizing foods to sterilize us, to kill us, to get us sick with diseases, and then they kicking our asses straight to the pharmaceutical companies. And the pharmaceutical companies and the food industry is all ran by John D. Rockefeller Foundation. It's the same thing. They feeding you and doping you up on the food to get you sick, to get you ready for your deathbed, and you're going to pay them millions of dollars with your insurance for the pharmaceuticals. Then the pharmaceuticals going to kill you. Do y'all see the diabolical plot on humanity? If y'all see the diabolical plot on humanity, type in some nines. Again, I ain't got to make this up. These are none of my words. This has just come with hard study and research. That's it. Hard study and research and healing a lot of people, cleansing a lot of people of these very dope, addictive foods. These, man, look, there's so many names I can call these foods, y'all. Now, look, this is going to blow y'all mind. So remember, we're talking about fat, we're talking about sugar, and we're talking about salt ratio. They done figured out, it's called a melting point, where they stimulate the melanin inside your salivary glands to actually interact with the food and send off different melanin neurotransmitters to the brain to talk to the brain to shut down certain points of the body. One of the things that these foods, this Frankenstein food, this witchcraft food, one of the things that it does is it shuts off serotonin from being produced in your gut. Serotonin, remember, your gut is your first brain. So serotonin is a melanin. It's just more of the male principle side of melanin. Melatonin is more of the female principle side. So the male is a protector. That's what the male do. So what serotonin would do with these foods is it would send it to the liver for the liver to detoxify it out. But they have put something, these damn scientists have put something in the food to shut down your serotonin melanated receptors. It shuts it down. So the body defense automatically go down and the serotonin would not go through a detoxification agent. This is how you get addicted. So now you got the dopamine high. You high off the dope. That's dope, remember? You high off the dopamine. Now oxytocin is coming in, which is another melanin receptor, to bind with the food. Then it shuts down the serotonin. So now the serotonin is not going to kick or trick the liver to tell the liver to start pushing out bile and pepsinogen to break down this food, to hurry up and to excrete or get it out of the body. So now the food stays and it lingers in the blood. And then the other melatonin or the melatonin or the other melanin receptors actually take pieces of these and store it up inside of the cell. So now you got stored up artificial sweeteners, stored up bleach white flour, stored up isolated salt mineral, and stored up neurotoxin sugar inside of the cell. And the cell is just getting familiar with it and making love to it and just loving it and loving it. So then you will go through your circadian rhythm where you'll go 4 hours without it, but the cell then binded to it so much that it will start making you think that you will die if you don't have that food. It will get you pissed off and angry if you don't have that particular food. It will have you mad as hell if you don't have that particular food. Do y'all see how this works? So look, they weaponizing food. This is food chemistry. This is food war. This is straight true food psychology, y'all. On a high level that you ain't even think existed. You ain't even think this existed. They spend billions of dollars on scientists to go through the Harvard and all these different Yale, all these high graduate colleges to come out just to go to a chemistry and make up your damn food, put it in a box, make it look pretty, put some color therapy on it. Red, which is lust, blue, make it cool, fruity colors because we African. These African Hebraic minds love colors. So they put all these different colors like Fruity Loops and all of this that's going to remind you of the homeland or remind you of the tropics, food psychology, and you gonna want it. You gonna want it. And it ain't even damn food. It's full of sugar. It's full of neurotoxins. It's full of dehydrators, preservatives, additive, goat nut semen, all types of things, pork bone and marrow. And you wonder why you sick. You wonder why you sick. Now, what else got all these things inside of it? Huh? What else got all these things inside of it? Let me show you some. Hold on. Look, you know me. Let me show you some. Now, check this out, family. I ain't making this up. Look, this is a normal brain. Notice you see the normal brain, it still have that red functioning color. The dopamines, the epinephrine, the neuroepinephrine, the melatonin, the serotonin, the 12 cranial nerve centers of the brain, or what we're going to call the 12 melanin clusters, the 12 disciples, the 12 sun cycles, the 12 solar cycles, or the 12 hours around the clock. Whatever you want to say or whatever you want to identify this with, it's all the same science. Notice that these are firing off in the normal brain. Notice that. But the moment you get on cocaine, they leave. It's not firing off no more because the brain is becoming dehydrated and you're killing the nervous system. And now the nervous system cannot ascend and descend upon Jacob's ladder. So there is no type of angel or messenger to get the messages back and forth between all three of your brains, which is your central nervous system, which is your heart, and which is your intrinsic nervous system, or your gut, which is your first brain. You have no more connection there no more. Now you wondering why you forgetting things, you get angered fast, your penis can't get hard, your vagina don't get wet. Huh? And no, this is sexual. I'm just not turned on. You turned on as all hell. You just don't know it because you doped up. You doped up. Straight up. You doped up. And if anybody have ever been on cocaine, you know what I mean. How it can't get up, same thing sugar and all these other things do. It literally destroys the reproductive system. Then you crack open a thyroid and you see what's in it. Mineral salts, estrogen, hormones. See that? Iron inhibitors, blood clots, full of iron inhibitors and minerals that didn't have any type of utilization going on because these were isolated chemistry minerals. Yes, we just studied fibroids and seen what's inside of these fibroblastic cells. The very thing this very food that I'm talking about. It's what's making these things up. Now look at the obese or the ones that's on the sugar. Look, so you got a normal, his brain all perfect. Then you got a cocaine. Notice that brain is just dehydrated as hell. Then you go over to the sugar cane or the obese because it's full of sugar, fats, and lipids. It looks just like the cocaine addicted brain. Again, sugar is a drug, y'all. Neurotoxin. Salt is a drug, a neurotoxin and a dehydrator. It will deteriorate and eat your cells alive. That's why anybody that get on our healing packages, notice what we do. We got to get rid of the salt because the salt messes up the potassium monophosphate in the water ratio of the cell. It will dehydrate the hell out of your cell. You can't heal cancer on a salt diet. Salt actually causes cancer. Look, sometimes in therapy, we will use sea salt to dissolve mucus in extreme cases. Because we noticed that sea salt will dissolve mucus within 3 days. That is how powerful and how astringent and how dangerous salt is. In extreme uses, we'll use it. For our AIDS patients, we'll put them on a salt diet for like 3 days. A salt bath diet or a salt diet, nothing but salt water intake, because it literally dissolves all the mucus in the body within 3 days. Imagine you taking salt for 30 damn years. And you worry about high blood pressure. Your whole mucous membrane gone. The whole gut lining of your stomach and intestines is gone. Do you see what they are doing to us? They have weaponized our food against us, family. They have weaponized our food against us. Don't worry, we're going to get to how to heal this thing. A lot of people like, Yaki, you don't never go into deep on how to reverse it. Yes, I do. Y'all just don't be listening. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slow down when it's time to show y'all how to get rid of this stuff. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Now, I want to show y'all this. Make sure if y'all don't have tickets, if you close in Las Vegas or close to Las Vegas, if you want to get a trip, y'all, make sure that y'all book tickets to this seminar, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Information never heard before. Go on my page. I'm going to post my ticket and the link to eBright. They buying the tickets up fast as a mug too, y'all. Make sure y'all get them, book them planes, get your hotel, and be there. Be there. Come get that information. This information is very, very vital to the Black community, family. All of my seminars have been sold out. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. So make sure you get your tickets very, very quick, y'all, because we going to go in, y'all. We going in. Now, check this out. Look at the smoker's brain. So it shows you a smoker's brain, an alcoholic brain, an obese brain, a cocaine brain, a non-smoker brain, a normal brain. Look at that. Another normal brain and a normal brain. Check out how this is. So check out the smoker's brain, then look at the non-smoker's brain. Y'all see how it start losing its oxygen and it starts shrinking that brain up? Now look at the alcoholic brain and the non-alcoholic brain. Y'all see what's going on? Now, the reason why I want to really talk about alcohol, because if you look up the actual Arabic or Aramaic word for alcohol, it stands for algal. Algal is actually a flesh-eating, deteriorating demon. It's a demon that eats your flesh. Algal. Look this stuff up, y'all. If you want to read the true Hebraic, Arabic, Aramaic word for alcohol is algal. Algal is a demon that eats your flesh. Alcohol literally corrodes the liver. It literally depletes all the oxygen out of the cell. Now, guess what's in alcohol that's doing that? Fermented sugar, high levels of salt, and lipid base. I'm not making this up. Same thing that they putting inside of all your food. So you wonder why people have cirrhosis of the liver and never drunk a damn drink in their life. Because they've been eating that alcohol, which is the high saturated fats, which is the high fermented sugar, processed sugar, which is the high salts. They've been eating it in their food their whole life. And their body is reacting like they've been drinking alcohol their whole life. So you got a lot of customers that come to us, or a lot of people that come to us be like, man, I got cirrhosis of the liver and I got failing kidneys and I ain't never drunk alcohol in my life. And I say, well, what's your diet been like, brother? What's your diet been like, God? Then they tell me your diet. They tell me they diet. And I say, well, you actually been drinking and eating more alcohol than a regular alcoholic. They've been lying to us, family. We got to kick these addictions. We got to kick these foods. And your serotonin and your melatonin is the solution. I'm going to show you how to do that. Y'all see that? So, alcohol. It's a lot of alcoholics out here. If you addicted to sugar, you are alcoholic. That's what sugar breaks down into. Why you think I tell you do not mix melons with any other fruit? Because when the melons break down, it becomes fermented. Fermented sugar is what becomes alcohol. Y'all know that your body produced this naturally. That's why you can check the alcoholic ratio and protein fat in the body. Your body produces it automatically from the food that you're eating. You understand what I'm saying? So you don't have to be drinking alcohol to be an alcoholic. All you have to be doing is eating GMO foods, processed foods, chemistry warfare foods, drinking juices and soda. All of that ish is alcohol. And you wonder why the vagina got yeast in it 29 days out of the month. Because you on a high sugary, high salt diet. Sugar and salt mixed together with moist produces yeast and fungus. You wonder why you can't get rid of BV and that bacteria infection. Or man, you wonder why the shaft of that penis and the tip of that penis always itching, but you don't see nothing there. You're full of fungus and yeast from what you're eating, these high sugar, high fat, high salt diets. Y'all see how all of this is connected together with each other? All of it. All of it is connected together with each other. Now look at the obese. Look at this. Normal brain, look at all that red. Obese, the red is leaving. The functionality of the brain is leaving. Neuropathy is setting in. Normal, without cocaine, look at the red, now look at the cocaine. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this stuff up. I'm going to do a few more. Look at that. Look at this, y'all. This is an alcoholic brain. Look, it says the darker color indicates depressed brain activity. This brain is damn near dead. This brain is operating at 25%. This is on alcohol. Remember, your salt, sugar, fats, and foods are worse than alcohol, y'all. I'm showing all this at my seminar. You think that people that are drinking themselves to death are worse than you, and you on the worst diet in America, you are 10 times more likely to die quicker than that Negro that wake up and drink his beer soon as he get up and drink all throughout the day. You are worse than him. You are worse than him. I'm showing facts. I'm showing pictures, MRIs that I done got from my doctor friends. I'm showing and telling it all. They didn't mind winked you. They didn't mind F you. That got you thinking that the Negro on cocaine, the one that's on heroin, that's sleeping homeless in a box, is unhealthy, but you healthy because you in a nice home and you dress nice. But if you open up your refrigerator, it's a damn funeral home. Ain't no difference. You got to kick that addiction. You have to kick that addiction. And you can do it through your own melatonin and serotonin. And I'm going to show you how to do it. I promise you, I ain't gonna leave y'all just, up in flames. I ain't gonna tell y'all the bad stuff and ain't gonna give you no remedy or solution. If y'all liking this channel so far, make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe, make sure y'all share. If everybody get what I'm saying, understanding, overstanding, and understanding, type in some 9s. Make sure y'all share this on all platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, share it all around. And if y'all getting some understanding, overstanding, and understanding, type in some 9s. Don't worry about no trolls, y'all. Anybody just look, these are people that's doped up off of drugs and they hate themselves and don't love who they are. Let them talk they ish. We ain't worried about them. They don't exist. We vibrating at higher levels right now. You know what I'm saying? We literally are eating from the etheric realm. We catching downloads from the sun. So we ain't worried about nobody else on the channel acting like they know what they talking about when they don't. I'm in the laboratories. I've been healing for many years now. Got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of healing cases. We just got one today in, another herpes today off a humbug. From another client. Sent me another client of her friend showing me, you know what I'm saying? So look, we ain't worried about the naysayers or what they gotta say. We got the proof. The proof is in the pudding. I got the documentations. Y'all see the healing testimonies on my page. I know what I'm talking about. Been doing this for too long. All right, all praises. So check this out. So we are starting to see that we have been lied to. Agenda, a diabolical plot is on me and you. All right, let's keep this going. Now I just want to show y'all. I don't want to show y'all too much. Let me show y'all just one more thing. Let's see what this right here say. Now look, this shows you how they make. These are documents. This shows you how they are making shit up in the laboratories. You think that that's real cheese you eating because it got real cheese? That ain't real cheese. Even though cheese is even bad for you, real cheese is bad. It's the pus of a cow. It's the pus of a lamb or a goat. It's pus. It's bad. It's broken down, deteriorated blood cells. It's called dead blood cell corpuscles. It will kill you dead as a doorknob. It's full of lactic acid. It will burn your butt to death. Dairy products is the #1 carcinogens on planet Earth. If you want cancer, eat dairy. You want cancer, drink dairy. You want cancer, eat meat. You want cancer, drink your meat. Yes, people drink meat too. We're going to talk about that as well. You see what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted. I'm not saying that good dairy products or raw dairy products from an animal is good for you. That is still bad and it still will kill you. But I'm showing you that you've been thinking you've been eating actually raw milk and all this good cheese, not the American, but the cheese that came straight from the no, you haven't. They've been lying through labeling law. Look up labeling law. They've been lying to you. Let's look at this. Check this out. Check this out, family. Look, flavor enhancer. This is document EP 1089636B1. These are real documents, y'all, from these companies. And look, remember, the food company and the pharmaceutical company is the same company. It's all backed by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, and it's all funded on the foundation of John D. Rockefeller or John D. Rothschild. Rothschild and Rockefeller are the same people. And Gates is a Rothschild. Don't let that demonic reptilian fool get you or deceive you. Yes, he is. He's all a part of that reptilian agenda. These ain't even human beings. These are ancient serpent beings. I know half of y'all probably like, what the hell y'all keep talking about? But that's for another conversation. That's for another conversation. Now check this out, y'all. Let's read this. Look, it says a process for preparation of a natural cheese flavor enhancer, which comprises incubating a protein, a fat. Hold on, look, remember, we talking about sugar, salts, and fats. A protein, a fat, a protease, and a lipase, and a quinus, that's what it say, medium under condition, suitable for producing a cheese flavor enhancer. Now, check this out. So at first, when I was reading through these documents, I'm like, okay, they just making an enhancer for the cheese. But when you go to page 4, we finna go to page 4. Boy, look, they be telling on they cells. It ain't even no damn cheese in it. It ain't no cheese in the cheese, family. That's why when you burn it, it melts and turns into plastic. They are putting plastic in your food. That rice you've been eating, that ain't no damn rice. That is plastic. Literally. Think I'm like, we finna read this stuff. Hey, it is mind blowing. What you consider food is not food. We have to come up with some type of nonprofit, and we have to get into our own agriculture, buy some acres, buy some land, and start literally trading our own food, y'all. If we don't, we are going to be annihilated just from the food alone. And Bill Gates' reptilian ass done bought up all the land in America. I mean, land is coming scarce, y'all. We got to jump on this now. We got to jump on this now because we ain't heading down no type of path that's going to be a relief in the end. This the end game. This is going to get worse and worse. I hope y'all know that. Yahweh is pushing us to be in control of our own situations and stop relying on this damn government. Where do y'all think the WIC program came from? Notice what they give you in the WIC program. Bread. Carbohydrates, carbonic acid. High in sugar, milk, lactic acid, high in fats. You want your milk? Then you got the nerve to go get the blue kind and think it's better than the red top. It's all bad. It's all killing you. Look, your breads, your milk, what else they give you on Wix? Your cheese, all the things that we've been talking about since the beginning of this lesson. Your sugars, your salts, and your fats. The very thing that's killing you. But the WIC program. Man, that is the self-assassination program. That's why we don't want nothing from this damn government. Nothing. Because everything that they give you is to kill you and annihilate you. See that? And this is scientifically proven, y'all. Milk is not meant to be consumed by black people. It's something called lactose intolerant. Your body responds, immediately detox that stuff out of your body. As soon as you drink it, you go ish it out. You go immediately to the bathroom and defecate it out. Immediately. Because your body, the melanin, look, that prokaryotic cell that you come from, know good and damn well that it ain't supposed to be messing or interacting with that lactic. So as soon as you eat it, you go immediately to the bathroom. You damn near boo-boo on yourself. Because your body detoxified out quick as hell. Showing you that you ain't meant to eat it. Straight up. All right, let's keep it going. Hold on. It gets deeper. It gets deeper, family. Now, check this out. We're just going to read from document 0012. Check this out. Matter of fact, I'm going to do it like this. It says, it should be understood that in this invention, oh, so y'all damn near, y'all in the laboratory making cheese. The cheese flavor enhancer is not a cheese flavor in itself. If it is added to a bland product, check this out, it does not impact any specific flavor. On the other hand, when the cheese flavor enhancer is added to a cheese containing product, it enhances the cheese flavor, enabling, look what's highlighted, the amount of expensive cheese, it says normally present in the product to be reduced. What that word say? Huh? Substantially. That's what it says. Substantially. What that word say? Huh? I'm gonna let y'all read that. Substantially. So hold on. Let's read this again. It says, cheese containing product. It enhances the cheese flavor, enabling the amount of expensive cheese normally present in the product to be reduced substantially. So if we're reducing the real cheese inside of it, then what was the point of putting the flavor in it? They are not even putting cheese inside of this stuff, y'all. They're putting nothing but chemicals and giving your melanin taste buds the reaction like it's really cheese. Giving your melanin taste buds the reaction like it's really meat. Giving your melanin taste buds the reaction like it's really these sweet things when it's not. It's all chemical enhanced flavors and meat. It's all fake. Y'all been eating fake food, matrix food. Y'all see this crazy stuff and wonder why we dying. Boy, I ain't gonna show y'all the other documents because it get deep. It get deeper than that. It gets deeper than that. So we have to get up off of these things. And the best way to get up off of these things, remember I was telling y'all about in the beginning, I was telling y'all they have something inside the chemicals that is called a serotonin inhibitor, meaning when you take it, it actually inhibits your serotonin from expressing itself and causing the liver and the gallbladder to actually kick on its detoxification functionings to get this stuff up out of your body. Well, you have certain herbs that increases serotonin inside the body no matter what, meaning that this will increase your detoxification stage no matter what. Please write this down, family. The first herb is milk thistle. It's the seeds of the milk thistle plant. Now, the seeds have to be broken open because you have cellulose that's around the seed. So if you really want to get and experience the milk thistle and the detoxification agent to turn on that serotonin to start detoxifying all these addictive dopamine, additive, preservatives, salt, sugar, fat ratios up out of your cells for your body can start regenerating itself, you have to grind that seed up. All right. So milk thistle grinded, the seed grinded, have to be grinded. All right. Your second one is dandelion leaf and dandelion root. Will literally turn on serotonin inside of that gut. Dandelion leaf and dandelion root. All right. So we got milk thistle seed, we got dandelion leaf, and we got dandelion root. All right. Y'all write that down. Somebody put this inside of the chat if I can know y'all following along, and I'll keep going. All right, your fourth one is qua-sea chips. Qua-sea chips. In Africa, they call it Judah root. Qua-sea chips. In Africa, they call it Judah root. Qua-sea chips. And that's one of our main things inside of our bitter one. And that's why our 3 bitters kick addiction real fast. If you want to If you want to truly kick addiction, my 3 bitters. That is great for addiction. That is great for cutting off your hunger. And most of the time when you're hungry, you're not really hungry. That is your body getting rid of cytotoxins. And through that cytotoxin cleansing process, you will hear your stomach growl and things like that. You have been lied to and been trained to think that your stomach growling is you hungry, or your stomach is giving up gases and empty space for you to eat again. And that is not the case at all. We have done major studies on this. When your stomach is doing that, it is breaking down the food and getting rid of the cytotoxins that the food that you just ate brought in. That's not a hunger pain. That's not a hunger sound. That is literally a digestive food decomposition sound for you to get ready to go eliminate. We have to change and redefine what they done taught us, y'all. It's all lies. All lies. All lies. You think your stomach growling, you hungry. No, Negro, you need to go to the bathroom because your liver done kicked on its detoxification agents, and your liver is now speaking to the pancreas, and the pancreas is in communication with the gallbladder, and it's starting to produce chime and bow. My bad, y'all. That was a tongue twister. Chime and bow, for it can start further breaking down that food through pepsinogen and pepsin and things like that through the hydrochloric acid, for these things can get out of the body, for they won't dump into the blood, and you won't get the blood acidic or too alkaline, and you won't drop dead. That's the growling sound. That is a mechanical mechanism that's going on. That don't mean you hungry. Y'all think everything mean you're hungry. Everything don't mean you're hungry. Boy, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. So far, the last one I just got done talking about was qua-sea chips. Right? Now, it's another one. It's called bearberry. Not bayberry or not barberry, but bearberry. B-E-A-R berry. This is going to use the stem and the root. Bearberry root, bearberry stem. It will kick on serotonin real quick up in you. And I'm going to give y'all one more. It stank to high heaven when you make it like a tea, but it's very, very, very good for you. I hate the way it smells. It relaxes the nervous system too, but it's full of serotonin. It's actually full of melatonin too. And this is valerian root. Valerian root. If y'all got all of them so far, type in some 9s. Thank you, John Corey. Thank you, Felisa. Thank you, all of y'all that's helping me out here, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Y'all most definitely doing great work by helping me out here. All right. Now, what I suggest, other than y'all can make all of these out of teas, but the only thing you cannot make out of a tea or out of a tea concoction will be the milk thistle. You're going to grind it up and you want to put that in capsules. And we want that to break open and explode and get into that bloodstream and go straight to the liver to do its job. On my seminar, I'm going to get more in depth into this. Make sure y'all get them tickets to Las Vegas, y'all. I'm telling you. All right. Cool. All praise. I'm glad all of y'all getting this. All right, if y'all ready to do some call-ins, y'all can ask any question y'all want. If y'all ready to do some call-ins, type in some 9s, and I will open the phone lines up. And, we'll talk to the people. Y'all ready for some call-in? Let's do it. Type in some 9s. Now, y'all know the rules to the call-in. Don't be blowing it up. If somebody answer the phone, make sure you give them time to talk and ask you a question. If you see somebody on the line, please don't be calling back to back. Try to make sure that they are off the line before you call. That way the audience can hear how y'all calling? I ain't even look. They calling me already. I'm gonna answer you, put you on hold. Since you called real fast, I'm gonna put you on hold. I'm putting you on hold. Stay on the line. All right, well, they didn't call quick, y'all. So let me turn this phone line up, get it off mute. All right, hey, make sure you mute your phone because I'm hearing your background already. We're going to bring them in, y'all. They're going to ask their question. We're going to do a testing first to make sure that the worldwide assembly, most definitely the worldwide family, melanated family, do hear them. And once we confirm that we do hear them, he can ask or she can ask, whoever it is can ask whatever they want. We're going to go into detail how to get them better, how to get them healed, okay? Any question y'all want? All right, we finna go ahead and open up these phone lines. Peace, healing, peace, love, light, and healing. Speak your peace, speak your name. What's up with you?
Hi, how are you? My name is T.
Your name is T. Hold on.
Yes.
Before you start, let me make sure everybody hear you. Do everybody hear her? Everybody hear T online? If y'all can hear T online, type in some sevens. I'm gonna put my number in here. Once she get off the line, I'm gonna put my number in. I ain't gonna put my number in again. For y'all be blowing her up. Can y'all hear her? If y'all can hear her, type in some sevens. Go ahead, talk again, T.
Hello, hi everyone.
Yep, they can hear you. Let me just turn you up a little bit more.
Okay.
Let me turn you up a little bit more through my headphones. All right, go ahead. What you got for us, Queen?
So I first would like to thank you for all the information that you have been given. For the last, I guess, 10 years, I've been having massive hair fall from the middle of my head. And it consistently happened during like December, October. I had depression, and I also had, when I was younger, like when I was like 9, 10 years old, because I drank from somebody else's juice. I had herpes simplex 1.
Okay.
So every time when I go through a depression or a stressful state, my hair will fall out like in like it's a handful of hair in a round area from the root.
Okay.
In January, I listened to you and I did get I got the brain nerve kit.
Okay.
And right now I'm on it. And I also got the lymphatic system because I looked at your video about iridology and felt that I had a lot of mucus or my lymphatic system had a problem.
Oh,
So my
so you done learned the iridology through my videos. Oh,
Yeah,
praise.
dude, do
Oh,
one of your
praise.
videos. I looked in that and I seen my lymphatic system, and I guess my head part.
Hold on,
I
y'all.
don't know
Hold on, real
where.
quick, Queen. I turned her up, y'all. My bad. That was my fault. That wasn't her fault. I had my phone down through the system. I turned her up though. Can y'all hear her now? Type in some sevens. Type in some sevens. Okay, they said you sound good. If you can, Queen, just for the audience, for our family, let's be patient with them. If you can start over, could you please start over for them, if you could?
Okay. Okay. I was saying that for the last 10 years, every year around October, November, I will have a large amount of hair fall from the crown of my head all the way out, coming out from the root. I was diagnosed with depression, and at 9 years old, I had herpes simplex 1 from drinking from another person's drink. Every time when I go into stressful mode, my hair would come out all the time. I got on your brain nerve kit in January,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm on it now. And I also got the lymphatic system
Oh, praise.
because I looked at your video on iridology and realized that I had some type of problems with my lymphatic system in the head area. But
You on look, you on point though. You on point. Cause look, that's all I'm finna tell you. But you getting it because you've been watching the videos and you've been studying. So keep going. But
right,
I wanna congratulate you because you are already on point on what you need to be doing too. So all praises to that. Go ahead, keep going.
right. So far since I've been using it, I've been on the tinctures. I do feel a lot of pain because when my hair falls out, it's painful for some reason. I feel a lot of pain in my head.
Well, that's because
And
your hair is connected to your nervous system. Your hair is an extension of your nervous system, Queen. So that's why you feeling the pain. And this is also goes back to the depression, which goes back to the thyroid gland and the parathyroid. The thyroid gland and the parathyroid is what deals with that type of oxytocin, dopamine, happy reaction that you feel. So this let me know
mhm,
that you're not in the sun enough. You most definitely need to get in the sun enough for that
mhm,
cholesterol can be converted into vitamin D and vitamin D12, vitamin D3. Only way you can get that is through melatonin that is converted by sunlight by way of ultraviolet purple light through the sun while it hits that melatonin lipid that they call cholesterol in your skin. But the
right,
thyroid is the gear shift of the body. So the thyroid is what's going to deal with your heart palpitation, your heartbeat. The thyroid deals with your metabolic process, and the thyroid, what sits on top of the thyroid on the left and right side of it, you have little melanated clusters called parathyroid glands, and this produces something called parathyroid or parathyroxine, and this is what actually facilitates the calcium inside of your calcium bone matrix. This is what makes you happy. So the depression is because your thyroid is down. The hair loss is because your thyroid is down. You can Google this right now if you want, Queen. One of the number one symptoms to a down thyroid is hair loss. Now, on top of that, we got to get deeper into it, though, because you said when you looked at your irises through my iridology classes, you seen that you had stagnated lymph in the head area. So, the lymphatic system is what deals with the acidic side of nature, and it's what deals with the acidic side of chemistry. So wherever you see the most lymph is stagnated at, that's where the most acid's at. On the last segment we did, I had a brother that was suffering from kind of the same thing, and he suffered from a lot of hair loss. The guy was suffering from a lot of hair loss. And the first ideology or analogy I gave him is when you go to the hospital and you look inside the leukemia wards and you start looking at them 2-year-olds with leukemia, what do you see? What's in common? The first thing he said right off his tongue was they all bald head. They all lost their hair. And I said, why? He said, damn, because the chemotherapy. Now, chemotherapy is 1.5 potential hydrogen on the pH scale, meaning it is very acidic. So if you are losing your hair, that means you have a very acidic acid constituents that's inside of the lymphatic pocket that you see inside of your brain. And that's the reason why it's falling out. Now, acids burn like hell too. Now, not only is acid is burning your hair follicles from your nervous system, because remember, your hair is nothing but a protein that's an extension of your nervous system. That's where you're getting the pain receptors from, because you're literally burning your nervous system by way of your hair falling out. So it's a whole agglomerated factor of acids that you're dealing with, and your thyroid is down. What I want to know your height. What is your height and what is your weight?
I'm 5'6", and I'm 120.
Okay, so you'll be more on the hyper side then. 5'6" and 120. You're more on the hyper side. Is it hard for you to gain weight?
Oh yeah,
See?
I've been the
Thyroid.
same weight since I've been in high school. I only probably go up 5 to 7 pounds.
See, you see what's going on with you, love? This is thyroid. So you're losing hair, you can't gain weight, meaning that your metabolic process is speeding up too fast that you can't even pack on pounds. Now, since that is happening, this might mean that you're not getting all the phytonutrients you need either. So what I suggest you do, you already own everything you need. You're already on the lymphatic system kit. You're already on the lymphatic tinctures. Everything that I was going to recommend, I guess you watch me so much, you already got the stuff. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
What's the diet like though? If you watch me, I know you that you want an all fruit diet, correct?
I've been doing the fruit, but I also been doing the raw because I've noticed that when I eat like salads, I do dandelion leaf, I do what I just had, I forgot what you call it, but I do the peppers and everything, and I follow it. But I feel like if I eat it as a salad, it holds me down a little longer if I'm in the street, because I live in New York.
Oh,
So it
okay,
takes me like a half an hour to go everywhere. So I'm peeing. They won't, now it's COVID. I can't use the bathroom places.
Right.
It just holds me down a little bit better when I'm out in the street. But I eat everything raw now. I eat my at night I have my cucumber melons.
That's what I'm talking about.
In the morning,
Yeah,
I haven't gotten
you taking that skin off that cucumber? Like
yeah,
okay,
definitely
good,
taking the
good.
skin in the morning. I have the apple, and with some lemon or key lime mixed with that, you know. And in the middle, I have like a salad, but everything is all raw right now.
Okay, and then so I want to get it. So, but everything is leading back to your thyroid gland. You 5'6", you 120. 5'6" is pretty short. I'm 5'6", I'm short. And that's because I have a pituitary gland. The master gland over the thyroid gland is the pituitary gland. The pituitary gland is known for the master gland functioning of the body, other than your pineal gland, which produces melatonin, or what we're going to call carbon. Your pituitary gland produces copper, gold, and zinc, and selenium. So I already know off back that you're mineral deficient when it comes to selenium. One of the major deficiencies that come with selenium deficiency is hair loss. It's calcium deficiency. So everything is going back to that thyroid gland and that pituitary gland. So, but you're on the right things that you need. Name just for the people online and for the brothers and sisters, for the star seeds that's online. Let them know what herbs that you got from me and what you're on right now to help you reverse this problem. That way they know.
Oh yes, I got the lymphatic sweep kit. I got the brain, nerve, and adrenal kit.
On point.
And then I know it takes you guys 20 days. So I combined the two because at first I was just taking the lymphatic suite, but I started to feel down and bad. So I
Yeah.
combined both of them together because I didn't know if I could, but I said, let me just combine them. And then I also got the iron and calcium. So when that's finished, I will have something to, you
Rebuild.
know,
Rebuild. See,
right.
look,
Hmm.
you've been learning. See, I love that. I love to see people that's in the chat that been learning, and people that's just been taking healing into their own hands and listening to the teachings, because this is the reason why I do this. For you can know what to do when I'm not around. You haven't even talked to me and you're doing what you're supposed to do. So I am very, very happy to see people that are doing it. I love that. So you own everything you need. I think you need to increase your juice intake.
Okay.
I do think you need to increase your fresh fruit juice intake and your fruits. There's nothing wrong with the dandelion leaf, because the dandelion leaf is a fresh herb. So stay on that,
Hmm.
but you need to be taking in more fruits than vegetables. Make sure you're doing that, because I don't want too much nitrates building up inside the bloodstream, because that will
Okay.
further harm your thyroid. You need the simple sugars, the monosaccharides, the disaccharides, the mono amino acid structures, the curcumin, the tannins, the bioflavonoids, the biophotons, the curcumins. You need all these things. Them do not come from your vegetables. Them actually come from your fruits. You are a frugivore by nature, so the fruits is what's going to heal you along with the herbs. So make sure that you're incorporating more fruits. Keep doing what you're doing. Also, get on the website whenever you get time, and get my miracle hair oil. It's back on the site now. We were sold out for a
Oh,
long
okay. Because I
time.
was looking for that. It
It's the
wasn't there.
it's back on. That's because where I get it from, we get it from Honduras, and it's hard to source it out. So we finally sourced some gallons of it. So I do got it back. So it's back on the site. Get that, and make sure you be massaging that head. And what you need to do is get a sauna. Do you got a sauna, a steam sauna?
No, I don't.
So we need to get that head sweating to get all them acids out, because the acids is there. The herbs that you got gonna move the lymphatic system, but we trying to get them acids out of the body as fast as we can. So instead of waiting for it to get to the kidneys to process out through the urethra, we gonna go and try to eliminate through the skin too. So you need to get you a $300 sauna. Just go on a website, right? When you go on the
Mhm.
website, hold on, I'm getting feedback. I'm getting feedback through my. Okay, so go on a website. When you go on a website, you're going to go to the education tab. You're going to click on the source page. It's called the source page. And what
Mhm.
me and my wives did, we just put every source to everything that you would need for healing on there, whether it be a juicer, whether it be a sauna, whether it be a lymphatic brush, toothpaste brushes. I mean, anything you need, water filters, we put it on the source page where you just got to click the link and it'll pop up. You need to get you a
Okay.
$300 sauna, and you need to start staying in that sauna 30 minutes a day. This will speed up your healing time, because you will start sweating out them cytotoxins, because obviously your basal temperature or your thyroid ain't working right. So the thyroid is what makes you sweat. Do you have a hard time sweating?
Yeah, I
I
don't
bet you
really
do.
sweat unless I go like
You
exercise
see that?
extra hard.
But see, it shouldn't be like that. But the reason why you're having a hard time sweating, because what's in control of your basal temperature and how you sweat is the thyroid. Everything you saying, Queen, is going back to that thyroid gland and that pituitary gland. And what you're on, the herbs you got will help you, but we trying to speed up the healing
Yeah.
faculty. So if you want to speed up that facilitating your healing, use the sauna and go more fruit.
Okay.
You can now, if you start cleansing too fast and feeling down like you was feeling at first, start implementing more solids, because that will slow down your healing process. But make
Okay.
sure once you get leveled out again, go back on them fruits. It's a tug of war. You got to keep on until you feel absolutely better.
Okay. Do you also think I should get the your thyroid uh
Parathyroid tincture, yes,
yeah.
you most definitely, yes, you should most definitely
Okay.
get that, because I'm telling you, what you got going on is a thyroid problem. It's nothing else, and a thyroid problem is a pituitary gland problem. So if we go after the thyroid by byproduct, we're going after the pituitary gland, because they move in unison. They remind me of sister twins. That's how they act. They twins. So if I go after the thyroid, I'm going after the pituitary.
Okay. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I went to plenty of doctors. They told me I didn't have a problem. They couldn't figure it out. For years, I've been dealing with this. And not until I found you in November, December, and January, and I started looking at all your videos, started putting two and two together. And
All
got
praises.
on your
My
your
channel.
herbs.
Okay,
And my
look.
hair is growing back.
Oh,
I
y'all hear that,
appreciate it.
y'all? So my herbs are working. Her hair is growing back. I didn't say
Yeah.
that she did. Hey. So look, I just want to say Baruch Hashem Yahweh. That's in Hebrew. That means blessed be the name of Yahweh, which is the creator. I thank you for following the teachings. I thank you for just, even trusting in me to help facilitate your healing. And may Yahweh be with you, and may he protect you, and may he keep you. And for the family, just let them know peace, love, light, and healing. And most high willing, I'll talk to you soon with that good healing testimony.
Yes. Peace, love, and healing, everybody. Please follow this man. He's the truth.
All praises. Peace, peace, Queen.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right, y'all. If y'all understood everything she said, if y'all got any questions so far to what she said, y'all can ask them now. Peace, peace. I'm putting you on mute. Mute your phone until I bring you back on air. Don't hang up. Y'all calling quick. Anybody got any questions online so far from what the beautiful sister was just talking about? Y'all can ask them now. If not, we can get right into this next call. For anybody that do need the number, I don't know the actual number. This is what they're calling me through. They're calling me through WhatsApp. The name on WhatsApp is Yaki TV. That is my picture with my logo in the background. That is my number. You can either whip out your phone and you can scan this and it will pop up. I already tried it and it worked. Or you can just go to your WhatsApp, download WhatsApp, and you can type in Yaki TV and you can call me and it will ring directly into my broadcasting board and the World Wide Web can hear you. Okay. Let's see. Do anybody got it? Yeah. Okay. So Amanda Chantel Lane, Queen, you said cucumber skin. So cucumbers is a melon. We do not eat the skin of melons because they don't break down inside the body. That's why I recommend that you always shave the skin on your cucumbers. All right. Anybody else got anything else? Let's see. Everything I had a problem with. Yeah, so look, you supposed to be calling in. Y'all asking stuff on here. You supposed to be calling in. I'm talking about according to there. How to slow thyroid down. You slow thyroid down by giving the thyroid the proper minerals that it need. The proper minerals that the thyroid need is iodine, iodide, bromines, iodide, bromines, and calcium. You get that from my 3 bitters and my 4 elements off my website. If you don't want to buy from me, you just want to try your own things out, you can get you some club moss, some sea moss, some bladder wreck, and some kelp. Club moss, sea moss, bladder wreck, and some kelp. Them will do the same things, but my 4 elements is like 10 times powerful than any herbs in the U.S. Where we get our herbs from, we got a very, very good source in Jamaica, a very good source in Honduras, a very good source in Africa, and believe it or not, we got a very good source in Europe and America too. So our herbs are very, very, very potent and powerful. All right. All right, so I'm finna bring you in. I'm finna bring you in online, brother. Well, sister, I don't even know who this is. Peace, peace, peace. Speak your name, speak your peace.
Shalom, this is Yaquab Azariah.
Shalom, shalom, Yaquab. How you feeling? Y'all can't look. Somebody online. Y'all gonna have to wait. Y'all blowing us up, and I can't really hear them. If y'all keep calling, I will shut the whole phone line down. Y'all gotta be patient. Y'all keep calling, and we can't hear. I will shut the phone line down. All right, go ahead, brother. Speak your piece.
Shalom, Mark. So I called you last week about the tinnitus, but this ain't about that, brother. It's just that there's another brother, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has type 2 diabetes, which I know that's bitter melon right there, and he has boils on his skin, so that's like
That's
tumors
lymphatic.
on the outside.
Yep, tumors on that. Yep, introverted or extroverted tumors, which is truly dealing with the lymphatic system. It's dealing with the lymphatic system. Yeah. So that's the lymphatic
And
system stagnation.
also he needs his kidneys like juiced up again, right? With celery and all that.
Yeah, yep. Celery, green apples. It's on the website. I call it my geo-genetic juice. If you can go on the website, go to Yaki TV, type in the food channel or juicing, and then my geo-genetic juice is on there. That'll get his kidneys opened up.
All right, that's good. All right, so what else? All right, I have this one sister. She has psoriasis. How do we fix that?
Psoriasis is a parasite of the mucous membrane of the skin. Psoriasis is herpes. It's herpes simplex 6. So you're dealing with a hemith worm, or what they call Fascioloscus boyski. It starts off in the stomach, and then once it enters into the blood barrier, it makes its way into the mucosa membrane of the skin, and it expresses its way out that way. In order to get rid of psoriasis, you're going to need whoever this 725 number for the spoil it for everybody. 725 number, whoever they finna spoil it for everybody. You got to quit calling. So you gotta cleanse it through the skin. You're gonna need my geo-genetic therapeutic package because you're dealing with herpes. I can't really give you a whole herbal regimen for that because I got like literally hundreds of herbs inside of this. It's a systematic approach to healing herpes. You just can't use 1 or 2 herbs to heal herpes. You have to go about it systematically. You see what I'm saying? So you're gonna need a whole level, a high level cleanse. That'll be my geo-genetic therapeutic package level 1. What's good for her skin though will be things like lemon balm. Lemon balm will be very, very good for the psoriasis on the outside of her skin, but she have to cleanse the inside of her skin. The body is made of many different layers of skin. You got endoderm, mesoderm, and ectoderm. Derm just means skin. Skin just means cells. You have to cleanse the nucleus of her cells and get that junk DNA up out of her cells. That's what's going on. And what's happening is it's a protein envelope that she need to open up and get all of them astringents out of there, because you on psoriasis and herpes, you're not only dealing with a hemith worm or Fascioloscus boyski, you dealing with a protein too. So you got to cleanse the body of protein. She shouldn't be eating meat. She shouldn't be eating dairy. She shouldn't be eating yeast. She shouldn't be eating processed sugars, and she shouldn't be eating no salts. And she should be on an all fruit diet, high in fruit juices, and she need my geo-genetic therapeutic package level 1. That'll get rid of psoriasis.
All right. And also, the medication she's taking like suppresses it, but it messes up her lymphatic system.
Yeah, of course, because that's exactly what she's doing. The medicine is acid. What they giving her is steroid. Any type of medicine for psoriasis is nothing but steroids, steroid hormones. So that's not only messing up her lymphatic system, but it's further impairing her adrenal glands, which is impairing her kidneys, which is further backing up her lymphatic system. So eventually her kidneys are shut down, and she'll start getting things like anemia and stuff like not anemia, but edema and stuff like that, where she start retaining water in her legs and everything else, and that stuff forms into lupus. So if it was me, I'm on the World Wide Web, so I can't say don't take the medicine, but if it was Yaki, I wouldn't be taking none of that bull crap.
Mm-hmm. And to boost up her lymphatic system, what package would that be?
Yeah, so like I said, if it's something minor like the last lady that we just got done talking to, you can get the lymphatic system kit. But we talking about a hemith worm mixed with a killing acidic nitrogen protein, and this makes psoriasis. She's going to need the full geo-genetic package level 1.
All right, for sure. There's someone in the comment section, the Ali Montana. They talking about their mom has cancer.
All right, so
just wanted to speak to you.
So that cancer one, we most definitely finna answer that. Hold on, which one is that?
Ali Montana.
Ali Montana. Good looking on that, brother. Say peace, love, light, and healing to your family. I'm finna click you off the line, and then I'm gonna answer that one.
All right, peace, love, light, and healing. Shalom, y'all.
All right, shalom, shalom. Ali Montana, would you put that back in the comment board, please? We got to answer that. When we dealing with cancer, we got to get to that quick. So if you can copy and paste that back in, we got hundreds and hundreds. It's over 800 people in the building, y'all. I got all of my accounts connected, so it's 800 people here. So I can't see all the comments. If you can copy and paste back in, please do that. All right, mute your phone. Whoever's online, mute your phone until I bring you back in. Mute your phone until I bring you back in. Let's see, where is it at? I'm waiting on that cancer one, y'all. Until I see it come back in, till I see that cancer one come back in, I'm finna go and answer this phone line, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. Let me bring it back in real quick. All right, y'all. Peace, 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 love, light, and healing. Speak your name and speak your peace.
This is Ali Montana.
Ali Montana. How you feeling?
Peace. This is Ali Montana. I'm the one who called. I'm good, brother. I'm the one that put in the notation about my mom's.
Oh, okay. See, all praises.
Cancer.
See, you see how Yahweh work? All praises. Cool. So you on the line? All praises. All right. So look, let's get it. Let's get your mama healed on up, man. Just you know what I'm saying, for the record, not bragging and not boasting, man. We heal at least at least 10 cancer patients a month, brother. So you most definitely in the right place. Let me know exactly what cancer it is, how long it's been, and if she have had chemotherapy or not, and I can tell you what we can do.
Okay, so it's she's in third stage. It's vulva cancer.
Okay.
It's starting to spread. She's diabetic. It's been about 3 years. She had radiation.
Okay, and before we keep going, I want to, just for the World Wide Web, I want to get that notion that cancer spread out of their mind. Cancer does not spread. Only way cancer spread is when it's moving throughout the lymphatic system. And if cancer is moving, I would rather it move throughout my lymphatic system, because that means the body is trying to naturally get rid of it from the body. Technically, cancer don't spread or metastasize. It's already within the body. If they find cancer somewhere else inside the body, it's already been there. It only moved throughout the lymphatic system, and that's because the lymphatic system is what deals with the corrosive, acidic side of nature. Cancer is one of the most acidic chronic diseases you can get. All diseases lead to cancer. All cancer is a dead, damaged, mutating cell. Every disease on planet Earth leads to that. So if they say it's spread, that means that her lymphatic system is finally starting to take it and trying to get it through the kidney. So that's why you see it moving. That's why it can start off in the vulva or start off in the breast and end up in the brain. Well, in order for it to get to the kidneys, it got to go through the brain and got to go all the way down. See, the lymphatic system is over 3 times bigger than the blood supply system or the cardiovascular system in your body. It's miles and miles longer than your blood. And the reason why is because it deals with the corrosive acid side of chemistry. The body is made of 150 trillion cells. Each of these cells take a poop. Each of these cells eat. Each of these cells go to sleep. Each of these cells communicate. They repopulate. They reproduce. They do everything just like you. So they eat. What cancer is when the cells is eating and it's eating acidic food, it takes a poop. Well, if you need to go to the bathroom, you would get up and you will walk to the bathroom. Your cells don't have legs. They move around on fluid called interstitial fluid. It's like the wheelchair of the cells. Well, this interstitial fluid is the lymphatic system. So what the lymphatic system do is it moves through lymphocytes, and this lymph move and it brushes against the cells and it collects all the toxic waste from the cells. Well, what happened if the toxic waste that the cells have pooped out is not being removed? Remember, it's been acid food. So acid food have acid ashes in it. This acid or acidic ash leaves a glucose burning factor on the cells, and it burns all the oxygen out of the cell. When the cell becomes 60% less of oxygen or 60% oxygen deprivation, that's what they call clinical cancer. So that means her cell is losing oxygen because of the food, the acidic food she's eating is not being moved by the lymphatic system. So these ashes are literally burning her cells, and then the cells are sitting out mutation programs trying to get rid of the problem. So they're mutating and becoming small tumors and lumps and cysts and things like that. That's what you call cancer. So if we want to remove the cancer, we have to remove the acid. It is impossible for cancer to thrive in an alkaline environment. So we just have to alkaline the body. So my question is this, brother: have she had chemotherapy?
She hasn't had chemotherapy. She had
praise
radiation 3 years ago.
How many treatments and sessions of radiation did she have? Do you remember?
I believe it was like 15.
Okay, so we got to. So whenever you're dealing with radiation and chemotherapy is not really a difference. Chemotherapy is mustard gas. That's what they use in the Germans and Britain war to kill hundreds of thousands of people. That's chemotherapy. Radiation is literally they isolated the chemistry of the sun and then they burn all the cells, even the good cells, out of the body. Radiation and chemotherapy actually causes cancer, and it goes directly to the liver. So we're gonna have to be careful cleansing her out because we don't want all that toxemia getting back into the bloodstream. So we're gonna have to put her on a slow but strong cleanse. What I would do is, I was you, she need the geo-genetic therapeutic package level 3. While she's on level 3, we need to have her on an all grape diet. The grapes is going to start literally liquefying and putting hydration back into all the dehydrated cells, because remember, cancer is the classification or the clinical definition of cancer is when the cells start losing once it loses 60% of its oxygen, it starts to mutate and it clunks together. That's what they call cancer. Cancer is nothing but a damaged cell, literally. So we just need to get the damaged cell out of the body. But the only way to get the damaged cells out of the body is by opening up her lymphatic system and getting her kidneys to filtrate these things out. So we can bypass that and work on opening her kidneys, but we got to cleanse that liver out of all that toxemia. She need to be at least going to the bathroom like 15 times a day while she's on the cleanse, because she's going to have to poop and pee out all the toxins that I'm finna put back into her bloodstream that we pulling out of her cells. So she's going to need an all fruit diet, and this fruit diet should be very, very high in grapes, grape juice, and just grapes with seeds. If you can't find grapes with seed, do astringent fruits like grapefruit, salivary oranges, things like that. Something that's going to be astringent. You can do yellow mangoes. What part of the country you in?
I'm in Newark, New Jersey. There's plenty of vegetables and fruits up here.
Okay, cool. So yeah, put on an all fruit diet, high in grapes, high in seeded grapes. Do that for at least 21 days. If she start cleansing too fast, be careful. We're going to have to back her up. Just give her a small salad or something like that. Once she feeling better again, put her back on them grapes. That's what we're going to have to do. She's going to need the geo-genetic therapeutic package level 3, and she needs some soursop leaves as well. Soursop leaves act as a natural chemotherapy, which means they kill the cancerous cells, but they do not harm the other cells in the body. But the cancer is happening because she's been on the acidic environment, an acidic diet. We have to get her off the acidic diet, and the best way to do that is by hydrating the body, flushing the body with H3O2 and H2O. And this is nothing but water from fruits, water from vegetables, and water from the ground. Once we truly do that and put more oxygen in her body, she need to be working on breathing techniques, getting as much oxygen and prana to her cells as possible. In the morning, you need to make sure she do it with her. Do a 20-minute breathing exercise with her in the morning, outside, while she's sitting in the grass, grounding out. Make sure she got her feet in that grass with no shoes on, for she can ground out her electrical magnetic spectrum. You see what I'm saying? It's so many things we can do. She have to adapt into an alkaline environment. Make sure she's not around TVs. Unplug everything when she go to sleep. She don't need to have cell phones on her skin. She need to do all of that, and she need to get in front of that sun. She's going to need the geo-genetic therapeutic package level 3 with an all fruit diet, high in grapes. She need to be doing aerobics. She need to be doing breathing exercises. She don't need to be sitting in no bathtub. She need to take small showers, get in, get out, because we don't want the aluminum and the barium and all the different types of toxins that's coming from the water to absorb back into her skin. All right. If once she's get on this diet, if she become constipated, because cancer does that sometimes, then she's going to have to do some enemas. I hate enemas, but for extreme cautions and measures, we most definitely do enemas. If you need to learn how to do an enema, just go on my website, click on document downloads under my education tab, and download the enema chart. And man, look, go ahead, brother.
I got one question. So I had her on a sea moss, soursop, and kikiriki diet. Do you think that's good for what she's going through right now? Or
not really. I mean, not really. The kikiriki, cool. The sea moss, overrated. You know what I'm saying? The sea moss do replenish some minerals, but you got kelp and bladder. You got other mosses, club moss, that's better than sea moss, to be completely honest with you. The soursop is good, but you know, them are just 3 herbs. You need to have a systematic cleanse when it comes to her. You have to cleanse the liver. You got to cleanse all her major organs. You have to move her lymphatic system. You got to get her adrenal glands back online. You got to open up her kidneys. You have to promote movement. She need to be moving. She need to be doing skin brushing. She need a herbal therapeutic package, especially if they're saying it's metastasizing and spreading. Just 3 herbs, and especially them 3 herbs. I'm just going to keep it 100 with you, ain't going to do it. Now, the chemotherapy, the natural chemotherapy, the soursop will kill some of them cancerous cells, but once you kill them cancerous cells and they dead, it's going to glunk up and become tumors because you ain't open up the kidneys and adrenals to filter it out. So what you gonna do about that? So that's why with cancer patients, even though you do the body flush, you have to open up the kidneys for you can pee this metabolic process out. Otherwise, you're doing more harm than good when you cleanse. And that's why you don't see a lot of herbalists healing cancer patients. But you see me and you see me and my team doing it on a daily basis, because we know how to open the kidneys up. So in order to open them kidneys up, you most definitely gonna need a whole therapeutic approach, brother, a whole holistic approach. But hey, I do applaud you for giving her herbs though. So you got the fundamental practices down. So I most definitely applaud you for that, brother. Most definitely.
Appreciate you, brother. Last thing, you said the packet is the geo-genetic therapeutic packet level 3?
Yeah, the geo-genetic therapeutic package level 3. If it's too expensive for you, just go through Zizzle. It's going to give you an option, and you can do payment plans on it. Yeah, you can do payment plans on it. We'll get it right out to you. All of our cancer patients, we put in front of the line. So she'll get it pretty quick.
Okay, I got you, brother. Appreciate it so much.
All right, hey, make sure you go on the website, go to document downloads and download everything on there. It's all for free for you. Download all the information, have her read up on it, and this will prepare her body for the herbs that she's going to be ingesting.
All right, I'm gonna actually go and get that geo-genetic 3 today, level 3.
All praises, all praises. All right, that'll work, brother. Most High willing, I'll talk to you soon, God.
All right.
All right, hey, just
Peace,
make sure you say peace, love, light, and healing to the family.
Peace, love, light, and healing to the family out there. Blessings.
All praises. Peace, peace. I'm finna put you on hold. Peace, peace. I'm finna put you on hold. Mute your family. Mute your phone. Mute your phone.
Blessings.
Mute your phone. All right, I'll bring you back in a minute. Let's see. Yaki Hickman. When I say I tell everybody about you when you helped my little girl, that was enough for me. Salute, King. I'll be reaching out soon. All praises, CC. I love you, Queen. You see that? Healing testimonies everywhere, y'all. Don't make this stuff up. I ain't paying these people to do this. You know what I'm saying? When I say we got hundreds and hundreds, really thousands, I just say hundreds because I don't want to boast, because all praise is due to the Most High. You know, he's healing through me. This factor is healing through me, but don't get it twisted, y'all. We do this for real, from HIV, AIDS, sickle cell anemia, leukemia, red blood disorders, all of it. You name it, we done got rid of it. We really have. We really do. And that's the reason why my site go down. That's the reason why they messing with y'all logins. That's the reason why they mess with my mail. That's the reason why they holding hundreds of thousands of my dollars. That's the reason why they cut my brake lines. All this stuff is true. This is no lies at all. This is really, really a life of healing, family, and it's very dangerous. But, you know, hey, if you got to die for something, and I'd rather die for my people, die for a purpose than to go out like a coward. You feel me? To go out like a coward. All right, so let's get it. Let's see who else on the line. Who else on the line. They hung up. Hold on. Why am I getting all this feedback? Let me see. Do y'all hear this feedback in the line, or is it just me? Can y'all hear feedback? My website is right here, family. Everybody asking how to order. www.yakiawaken.com. www.yakiawaken.com. That's how you order. My website. Hey, mute your phone, Queen. Mute your phone. All right, we already got a queen on, y'all. Y'all gonna have to quit calling. Y'all blowing it up, and I ain't gonna be able to hear her. So y'all can't hear that feedback. Man, I wonder what that is. Let me see. I got that off. Let me turn this down. Mono the mic. All right, I should be cool. All right, I'm finna bring you in, Queen. All right, go ahead, Queen. Peace, love, light, and healing. Speak your name. Speak your peace.
Hey, my name is Angie.
How you doing, Angie? Angela?
Hello. I have a question. I suffer from anxiety with heart palpitations. How in the heck do you get rid of these heart palpitations?
Well, your heart palpitations, that is a pituitary and a thyroid problem. So that's what you're gonna have to go after. Anxiety actually comes from the adrenal glands. Norepinephrine and adrenaline is being produced too much by the adrenal glands. If y'all keep calling, we gonna quit it. Y'all see I'm on the line, y'all. It's a lot of interference when y'all keep calling. But basically, you have to go out the adrenal glands. You need some valerian root tea. That's what you need. You can go on the website, go to Whole Herbs on the store, get you some valerian root tea, and you need my brain, nerve, and adrenal kit. That's what will help out with that and the heart palpitations. If it don't stop, then get the thyroid parathyroid tincture. But it is the thyroid, but it's more so of the adrenal glands than the thyroid. But remember, adrenal glands, thyroid glands, it's all talking about the endocrine system. It's all talking about the glandular highway. So you have a glandular issue, and it sounds like the glandular issue you have is overstimulation. Not underactive, but overstimulation. So that's what it do it. While you're on the herbs, just make sure you're on an all-fruit diet. You will see that stuff go away, fade to black in no time, Queen. It's literally that easy to get rid of that.
Okay, because it scares me, and I'm having them right now, and I'm like, what the heck is going on?
So if you're having them right now, you need to get as much oxygen into the bloodstream as possible to fight back. Melatonin will kick in with more oxygen come to the body. Sit down. What you do is you're going to open up your lungs by keeping your back straight as possible. Open up your lungs and put your hands just like this, and you're going to breathe in deep, like real deep. and let go real slow. This will trip the thyroid and actually calm the adrenaline that's being pumped by the adrenal glands into the blood, all the salts and all the steroids. It will calm that down, and that will bring down your anxiety. But then you can actually heal it by what I told you to do earlier. But that's a quick fix until you actually get them herbs and change that diet a little bit. But that's all it is. And most time, anxiety and heart palpitations actually happen from medicine you've been taking since you was a little child, and bits and pieces of it become unblocked with inside of your cells, and then its cytotoxicity start going into the bloodstream. So if you actually Google this, the most side effects from these medicines is heart palpitation and anxiety. This actually come from just little bits and pieces of your medicine coming back into the bloodstream that's been inside of your tissues, hiding deep within inside of your tissues behind metals for years. So
okay, thank you.
It's all good. Just make sure you say peace, love, light, and healing to the family, Queen.
Peace, love, light, and healing, guys.
Peace, peace, Queen. Peace. Bye-bye. If y'all have any questions so far about what the Queen just spoke of, you can ask it now. The phone lines are open. You can go and give me a call. I'm answering the first one that I see. Peace, 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 love, light, and healing. Mute your phone and stay on hold. Don't hang up. Mute your phone and stay on hold. Don't hang up. All right, so who we got? Y'all got any questions so far? It says, does the hold on. Y'all, somebody already online, y'all gonna have to hold on. Y'all keep calling. I'm gonna have to shut down the line. It says, what was that question? Does the geo-genetic package covers healing the lymphatic system? Yes, Melissa, that's exactly what it's for. That's what it's for. It's the ultimate lymphatic system cleanser. It's an intracellular rinse of the whole entire body. That's why I created it. It literally cleanses the whole entire body on a molecular structure. So, yes, most definitely, Queen. Most definitely. Most definitely. All right, so I'm finna let this other person in. I'm finna unmute you. You can unmute your phone. Peace, love, light, and healing. Speak your name. Speak your piece.
Hello, my name is Crystal.
Hey, how you doing, Crystal? How you doing, Queen?
I'm doing good. So it's crazy that she said she was having anxiety or whatever. So just by me getting through, I'm having anxiety right now as well. Mm-hmm. And I go through that. But my question is, 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with celiac disease. Uh-huh. So I have celiac disease. I have IBS. I have hyperthyroidism, mm-hmm. Hashimoto's, goiters. I have a cyst on my pituitary gland. I also have alopecia. Yeah. So, and I'm sick. I've been sick in bed, for like 4 years. It'll be 4 years in May. And I'm just tired of being sick, not feeling well, no energy, very fatigued. I'm so small. Can't eat. I don't eat anything really, just fruit and salads, but salads hurts my stomach.
Mm-hmm. That's because you ain't able to break them down. What you going through, we had 3 cases of this and we healed them all, but what you going through is extreme endocrine failure. Your endocrine system is failing from all the way to your pituitary gland, all the way down to your ovaries, to be honest with you. Everything you're saying is a pituitary and a thyroid, adrenal, solar plex. I mean, everything you talking about is the adrenal glands. I bet you, and you said you extremely fatigued. You tired all the time, ain't you?
All the time.
Yeah, that's
I'm in the bed 23 hours out the day.
Yeah, look, we can get you on your feet and out of that bed, though. So, look, what you gonna have to do, though, I'm finna give you some instructions. Get you a pen and a pad real fast. I'm finna give you some instructions to do. All right, so the first thing you're going to need to do is, because we have to get your endocrine system back online, you need to get them adrenals back online. Your main focus is not even the thyroid. Even though the thyroid, you got the goiters, the Hashimoto's, and the gear shift is messed up. If we don't get the adrenals back online, then, I mean, it ain't going to do you no good anyway. So you're going to need to go on a all grape diet. Can you find grapes with seeds?
Yeah.
You can. So look, you need to do, and yeah. I understand that you're small right now, but we not worried about weight. We worried about healing. You want to get out of that bed, right?
Yes.
All right, so look, you're gonna need an all grape diet. Do it for 21 days. 21 grape diet, 21 grape fast. That's what you're gonna need. You're gonna start off on that. Now, what you gonna need is the geo-genetic therapeutic package level 2. All right, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why. Inside of our geo-genetic therapeutic package level 2, we literally go after the glandular highway like there's no tomorrow, where we give you all your berries. Because in order to get the glands back online, it tends to respond better to the berry family when it goes into herbs. Your goji berries, your saw palmetto berries, your scanda berries, your hawthorn berries, and don't get it. You got the go to berries, go to leaf. You got the ginkgo berries, ginkgo leaf. So you're going to have to be high on berries. So I want you to do that 21-day grape fast, and then immediately after you've done that, move into a berry diet with other fruits, but make sure it's high in berries, blueberries, blackberries, strawberries, berries, because this is your oxygenators, and these are where all your antioxidants is at, and that's going to immediately go to the brain and start cutting and kicking on the limbic system. The limbic system is what you're dealing with, because the limbic system is a part of the hypothalamus gland, and that's in control of your whole endocrine system, and that's the system that's down. Is all 7 to 12 glands in your body. We need to get them back online by way of the nervous system. So you're gonna need the geo-genetic therapeutic package level 2. All right, you can do it in payment plans if you can't afford to buy it flat out. It's still gonna get shipped to you the same way, but that diet is gonna be key. You're gonna be down for a minute though, because if your glands are impaired like that means it's full of toxemia and it's full of calcium, and that's the reason why you have the goiters and the Hashimotos, because your parathyroid is producing so much parathyroxine and calcium, and the calcium is trying to buffer out all the acids that's in your blood and in your body, and they have nowhere to go. So what happens is that calcium just sit and leaches on your thyroid, and then it calcifies, and then the more calcium come and it calcifies. Mucus come to try to buffer out the calcium try to buffer out the mucus, and then you end up with goiters or these tumors sitting on the thyroid because all the leaking calcium. That's because you have acids in your body. We have to get rid of the acidic side of nature, because the only thing that's going to cause tumors or Hashimoto's, or the only things that's going to cause goiters or boils, anything of that such, would be an acidic side of chemistry. So what's happening is the acids from you living your lifestyle have literally been shutting down your glandular highway. We can get them back up by buffering them out, and you have to hydrate that body to break things up. If you, like, for instance, if you see dirt on the floor, say if you see a dirt on the floor and something sticky on the floor and the broom won't get it, what would you do? Just tell me, what would you do?
Water and soap and wipe
look, what was the first one you said? Water, because water is hydration. Hydration break things up that's sticky. Right now your cells are clunking and sticking themselves together because it's called acid cellular welding. That's where the goiters coming from. That's where everything you've been talking about is coming from. So we have to break up the agglomeration. Whatever the body does not eliminate, it accumulates. What the body accumulates, that's what you call your dis-ease, because it gives you a mucus response. So we got to break up that acumen or agglomeration. We have to break that up. The best way to do that is by literally drenching and hydrating the body. You're going to do that with the grape juice and with the grape diet. Then you're going to do that with the berries. Then you're going to do that with more grape juice and being on a grape diet. What the herbs is going to do, the herbs is going to come in and kick on that nervous system and start powering up them adrenal glands again. And I'm telling you, from there, you're going to have your sea moss, your bladderwrack, you're going to have your aldehydes, your bromides, you're going to have your aldehydes, you're going to have everything you need to feed that thyroid and to get rid of that goiter. What I want you to do is check your basal temperature. You need to get you a thermometer, and I want you to check your basal temperature on each side of your armpits and tell me the range. Once you do that, email me the ranges of them. That way I know how far gone your glands are, and I can actually give you like a certain type of time frame. I can't give you the exact time like you're gonna be healed in 30 days, but I can say, well, look, on the average with people that's in this type of condition and their temperature is at this type of condition, it usually take 4 months, it usually take 1 month, it usually takes 6 months. But that's what you need. Start that diet immediately though, and try to get at least 8 glasses of grape juice, fresh grape juice in a day. Make sure you sweating too, because I'm pretty sure that you're having a sweating problem if your thyroid is down like that. You need to sweat as well, because your thyroid kicks on the temperature, the basal temperature, to your skin. Your skin is your largest detoxification organ on your body. It's considered your third kidney. So we most definitely need to get that lymphatic system moving, get rid of that mucus, get rid of that calcium buildup, get your glandular highway back online to get you feeling better and get you out of that bed.
Okay. So grapes all day.
Yep, all day. And eat as many as you want, Queen. Eat as many as you want.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, it's all good, man. It's 10:30. I gotta get up out of here. I gotta study. I'm forgive me, family. I was trying to get to more people, but it's already at my cutoff line. So we finna get up out of here, family. Sister, make sure you say peace, love, light, and healing to your people.
Peace, love, light, and healing.
All right, so we're gonna be right back on Thursday, y'all. Y'all be able to call in on Thursday. And, you know, we're going to keep this rocking and keep this going. Y'all know how we do. If y'all love this session, if y'all love this segment, type in some 9s. If you love yourself, type in that you love yourself. I love myself. I love my cells. And that's why I'm eating better. That's what I'm doing better. What about you? If you love yourself, let me know that you love yourself ASAP. Let me know that you love yourself ASAP. For the callers it was so many people calling, y'all. For the callers that I couldn't get, please forgive me. I will try to get to you Thursday. And if you love yourself, let me know that you love yourself. All right?
From which come wars and fightings among you. Come they not hence, even of your lust, that war in your members. Ye lust and you have not. Ye kill and you desire to have.
All praises, all praises.
And war yet ye have not because ye ask not. True. Love. Fell asleep for sinner but woke up the same way. Heart cold as winter, I guess that's how the game played. Nigga need a quilt to cover up this cold heart. But salt lies in the wounds of this deep scars. Love covered with sins, lies separate friends.
Make sure y'all like and y'all share this. Like and share the video, subscribe if you on YouTube. We live every Tuesday and every Thursday. And we doing call-in sessions on each one. Make sure you book your ticket for Las Vegas. I'm going to post everything on Facebook.
Foundation strong beneath my empire, and it reads, I'm king, so the song I sing is
turtle doves with wings, turtle doves with wings. Can you set me free?
Like so and so, this is how the story goes.
Turtle dove with wings, turtle dove with wings. Can you set me free?
Yes.
Hallelujah. You like that, Brittany Jasmine? What's up, Queen? Peace. Welcome on their own blocks.
My inspiration when I'm feeding the flock. This
spiritual food will strengthen the flock.
The heavenly waters have risen the crops. Now it's time for the harvest. Put your peas in the pot.
But Most High get the first fruits.
Only Lord knows.
Yeah, I'm gonna start letting y'all listen to all my music.
Became dead to your foolish insults.
Life is a battle within, so check reality. Motivated by haters and anyone who doubted me.
See me coming, so you had to call a technicality.
Yeah.
Words say I am king, so this the song I sing is
turtle dove with wings, turtle dove with wings. Can you set me free? Like so and so, this is how the story go. Turtle dove with wings, turtle dove with wings. Can you set me free?
Yes, this is a beautiful word speaking, beautiful words.
All praises, all praises. Hallelujah. Look, peace, love, light, and healing. I love y'all. Shalom, shalom, indeed, and truth. If you like everything you've been hearing, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, make sure you follow, make sure you share. I have over 17,000 followers on my blue check page, but I only got like 13 likes. Get my like game up, y'all. I got all the followers, but no likes. Start liking that deal. All right, Most High willing, I'll be at y'all Thursday. When I get off of here and get back on social media, I will share my Las Vegas seminar. Make sure y'all book y'all tickets, book y'all flights, and be there. Y'all already know how I do it whenever I do any of my live lectures. It be information that ain't never been heard. So with that being said, I love y'all, and I love myself. Shalom, shalom.